actually address that specific question. So if you don't mind, can you do that, because people in the chat are going crazy.
So Central Park was talked about initially, brought up in March, and then April was this month of child abuse awareness, the Child Abuse Awareness Month, and that's when they went to town everywhere, and it was a joint effort. So while it was happening with the tunnel system underneath Manhattan, it was happening simultaneously in Los Angeles, and what they found in terms of the scope of these tunnels is staggering. And one of the things that is very important for all of you to understand, okay? So please listen carefully and understand this. If any of you have even snorkeled before, when you dive down, even just let's say 5 or 6 meters, it's very hard to get down 5 or 6 meters, but when you're down there, there's an enormous amount of pressure on your mask, and you can even just feel it on your body as well. That's only 5 or 6 meters. So the scuba divers who are able to go down 40, 50 meters and stay down there for long periods of time, that's why you have to be registered to scuba dive, because when you come back up, you have to follow protocols.
I'm gonna put the link to this video.
And the bends
like
are, I've never had them, thankfully, but I've been there present when people have been suffering with the bends, and it's just not something you ever want to experience.
3 hours long.
So this is because you spend a period of time deep under the surface, and there are extra pressures that are there. Now, on land, it's air, it's not water, and it's not salt water. So
I have designed a new bag, and I'm calling it a cargo bag. It's actually kind of a small cargo bag, but here they are.
These tunnels aren't just like a few hundred.
It was a combination of the pyramid bag, which is what the back end of it is, and then a box bag in the front. And the thing I, like about it is it has a really big cargo area. It's like big enough for the phone, and, well, you'd have to have kind of a small wallet, but, I mean, I just carry stuff around in it all the time now, just around the apartment. Oh, this is one of my most beautiful stones.
What we're finding is that there are literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands just on the east coast of the United States.
This was some fabric I had found on eBay, and when it came, I thought it was like some of the most beautiful fabric I'd ever seen, for an aquatic design. So I only had enough to make 4 bags of that. So then I went on the other day, after I started cutting these out, and see, all the linings are this rainbow fabric, but it's kind of a artistic rainbow fabric. And there's it ends up that there's 4 different colors. There's a 4th one. Oh yeah, see that one? That one? No, that's the same. Oh, I think it's a yellow one.
Literally disintegrating their very, very white and fragile skin. There's no depth to it. There's no strength to it. There's no texture to it.
So I haven't been able to bend because we've had a lot of rain, but I'm thinking about going down to the mall tomorrow. If I can get my girlfriend to go down with me, my vendor friend. But these are 15, and it's a brand new design. I kind of needed to add a new bag to the line anyway. Okay.
The heaviness of this deep underground air. When they came to the surface, which is lighter,
anyway,
the soldiers began
Yeah,
to react in
that's blue.
horror to what was happening to the children. So as they came, not even to the surface, but as they came closer to the surface,
Well, that's about it.
the organs within many of these children began